One of the most important components of your lock maintenance are the oils that you use. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite oils as well as their benefits. So stay watching. Hey guys, welcome back to the Real ZB, where we talk all things locks, lifestyle, and hopefully share a few laughs. In this video, I am going to talk about some of my favorite oils that I continue to use and have used on my lock journey. So before we get into the actual oils, I just want to give you a crash course on oils in general. So there are carrier oils and there are essential oils, right? The carrier oils can be directly applied onto your skin or onto your scalp, and they are also used to dilute some of the essential oils. Some examples of carrier oils are your coconut oil, jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, argan oil, castor oil, olive oil, avocado oil. Those are basically some of the examples of carrier oils. And then on the other end, you have essential oils. These oils are too potent to be applied directly onto your skin, onto your hair. So they need to be diluted with either water or another liquid, or in this case, another carrier oil. Examples of this are tea tree oil, peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil, and the list of these is literally endless, right? So as you know, you use oil in your moisture routine, right? But not all oils are created equal, because there are a group of oils that work in aiding moisturization, and then you have your oils that actually seal in the moisture. So you need to know the difference between an oil that aids moisturization and an oil that seals in moisture, so that you make sure that you are using your oils properly. Now, oils that act as a moisturizing agent are oils that can penetrate your hair follicles. These oils are best used with water, and they are also best used on your scalp, because your scalp is the warmest place on your head. So that warmth will help these oils as well in penetrating inside the hair shaft in order to aid moisturization. So an example of oils that aid moisturization are coconut oil, argan oil, avocado oil, tea tree oil, and peppermint oil. And then on the other side, oils that seal in the moisture. So these are oils that will actually sit on top of your hair. So if you try to apply these oils on your scalp, you're doing yourself a disservice because you're not using them in the correct way. So these oils, you'll probably use them after you've used your water and your moisturizing agent oil. You'll use these oils to then seal in the moisture. So these are called sealants. These do not penetrate your hair shaft at all. So an example of these are your Jamaican black castor oil, rapeseed oil, and your jojoba oil. So now that we are clear on which oils to use where and how, I'd like to get into the oils that I actually enjoy using. To kick things off, let's start with coconut oil. As I mentioned in my Lock Essentials video, I said that coconut oil is my OG go-to girl. She assists in moisturizing, she's anti-dandruff, she strengthens, she just has a lot of health benefits, and also you can use it to cook. So we love an oil that can work in your kitchen as well as on your hair. So there are many uses for coconut oil. But you have to be very careful with coconut oil, because as you know, coconut oil, when it's warm, it will melt into a liquid. When it's cold, it will be rock solid. So you need to be careful, because as much as you put it on your palm and your palm warms up in order to melt, warms up the coconut oil and it melts and you apply it onto your hair, you need to make sure that you're working it into your hair, because the worst thing that could happen is that once the coconut oil is on your hair, that it starts to solidify, and then that can also aid in having built up in your hair. So you need to make sure that if you're using coconut oil, that you're taking your time and you are applying it onto your strands. And as I said, coconut oil is best used directly on the scalp. So yeah, that also combats the whole solidifying thing, because your scalp is actually quite warm. It's closest to your actual body, so your scalp, the temperature of your scalp will keep the coconut oil in the consistency that you need it to, and it won't solidify. So be careful if you're applying coconut oil, for example, on this part of your hair, then make sure that you are rubbing it in and making sure that you're working it in, so that it doesn't like form a solid, you know how it solidifies, so it doesn't form into a solid on your actual hair strands. Next up is extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is also an assistant to moisturizing. It clarifies, it's light, and it's a friendly oil because it works so well with other oils. So extra virgin olive oil, you'd use it as something to use together with your essential oils. It does not overpower, it does not cause grease. So I love the fact that it's so versatile as well. You can use it in the kitchen, but you can also use it with other oils. It works well with other oils. So if you're doing an oil mixture, it's very nice to have extra virgin olive oil in there, because it's a very friendly oil. So I really love extra virgin olive oil. The next oil I want to talk about is jojoba oil. You spell it Jojoba. That's so if you see Jojoba, you know that you have the correct oil. So jojoba oil is the closest oil to our natural sebum. Basically, sebum is the natural oils that your scalp produces. So jojoba oil mimics that natural sebum that is produced by our own scalp. This oil is also very light, and it's rich in nutrients, as well as it helps restore and retain moisture. What I also love about jojoba oil is that it promotes growth, and it reduces dandruff. If you're someone who is dandruff prone, then think about adding jojoba oil to your collection of oil. Those are my carrier oils that I just spoke about. Now I want to speak about my essential oils. First up is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is my favorite essential oil. Tea tree oil is strong, okay? It's very potent, so you do need to dilute this oil quite a bit. And as I said previously, it does aid in helping moisturize, as well as it's an antiseptic and an antibacterial. So as someone with locks, it's very easy to, maybe on wash day, your hair doesn't get dry enough by the night time, and you sleep on wet hair, which creates a breeding ground for bacteria and fungus. And for some people, maybe you don't wash your hair as often as you should, or you just have a lot of bacteria breeding in your hair. Tea tree oil is there to help with that, because it's an antibacterial, it's an antiseptic, so you make sure that on top of your hair being clean, you won't have any fungus growing in your hair. This is also good for dandruff as well as thinning. When I speak about thinning, I did speak about other ways to prevent thinning in the video up here, but tea tree oil can also help you with thinning hair. So I love tea tree oil because it also purifies and clarifies your hair follicles, and my favorite thing about it is that it combats itchiness on the scalp. So on those days, just make sure that you use something with tea tree oil on your hair to get rid of itchiness instead of scratching. Make sure that you're applying tea tree oil onto your scalp and you will thank me later. Peppermint oil. Peppermint oil, not only does it smell like heaven, it also leaves that tingling sensation in your scalp. And that tingle, let me tell you about that tingle. That tingle is good because it helps in the growth process. So I love peppermint oil because of its growth properties, and also it gives you that nice feeling and it smells amazing. And then the last essential oil I want to speak about is eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus oil is very herby. It improves shine and thickness and just the overall health of your hair. So I really enjoy putting a few drops of eucalyptus oil as well in my moisturizing mixture. And then a bonus oil, as I mentioned in my essentials video, is the MPL oil. So for those of you who don't know what it looks like, this is the MPL oil. It's quite affordable and I love this oil because it also helps in moisture, but it also helps because it's medicated. It helps soothe your scalp from itchiness. It just helps with overall health. So I know having so many essential oils and so many carrier oils can be quite stressful to buy because some of them can get quite expensive. So as someone who wants the more affordable option, you can totally get the MPL oil. It's a blend of everything that you will need in order to retain moisture in your hair, but as well as soothe your scalp. So it's like a best of both worlds. So this is my bonus oil. Choosing an oil that will work for you is a trial and error, but hopefully I've shared enough information with you in this video that will help make that decision easier for you. Click the playlist on your screen now for more lock maintenance videos. Share this video as much as you can so that I can get to 200 subscribers, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.